I found 4 companies that did something really strange in order to get huge. One sold for $22 million, the next over $1 billion, the one after that made more than $3 billion, and the biggest is worth close to $400 billion. They're all from very different industries with very little in common, except for one thing really. Every year on purpose, all 4 of them do something that loses money on their own customers. It's the kind of thing that their accounting department probably begs them to stop. So 4 companies, 4 ridiculous stories with one genius move underneath all of them that helped them succeed. And the best part is, once you see the thinking behind the move, you can apply it to your own small business, even if you're on a low budget. So let's start with the first company, CD Baby. In 1998, Derek Sivers started CD Baby, an online store where independent musicians sold their CDs. Just like every online store, they'd send out an email after you bought something that said something like, "Your order has shipped, here's your tracking number." Derek looked at that and thought, why does this have to be so boring? So he wrote it to say, "Your CD has been gently taken from our CD Baby shelves with sterilized, contamination-free gloves and placed onto a satin pillow. A team of 50 employees inspected your CD and polished it to make sure it was in the best possible condition before mailing. And the whole party marched down the street to the post office, where the entire town of Portland waved bon voyage to your package, on its way to you in our private CD Baby jet on this day, Friday, June 6th. People loved it so much, they posted it everywhere. Search private CD Baby jet right now, and you'll still find thousands of them. Derek says that one email brought in thousands of paying customers. It worked because people found it funny, but that's not the trick. The next example has nothing to do with humor and has the exact same DNA. This next company, Amazon paid $1.2 billion for. Zappos sells shoes online, and 75% of their orders comes from people who've bought before. Those repeat purchases are why Amazon was so interested. So, how does a shoe website get people that hooked? Here's one example. Call Zappos, and if they're out of your size, the rep pulls up 3 competitors' websites and helps you buy the shoes somewhere else, on purpose. They hand the sale to a rival, and they're in no hurry doing it. Most call centers time their reps. Shorter call, better score. Zappos threw that timer out. Their longest call on record belongs to a rep named Steven Weinstein. 10 hours and 43 minutes with a single bathroom break. He wasn't selling anything, they just talked. Okay, so is the trick to provide great customer service? Not exactly, because the next company does this for people who aren't even customers anymore. This company sold for $3.35 billion. The biggest deal this industry had ever seen, and they did it in 6 years. Chewy. This is Lauren Elizabeth. She's one of hundreds of painters Chewy pays to make hand-painted portraits of customers' pets. More than 1,000 go out every week for free to people who have never asked for, and often the people who won't be customers anymore. When a customer's pet dies, most companies would cancel the subscription and move on. Chewy sends a handwritten card, sometimes flowers, sometimes a painting of the pet that just died. One woman, Anna Bros, called to return an unopened bag of food after her dog Gus passed. Chewy refunded her in full, told her to keep the bag and give it to a shelter, and sent flowers signed by the rep who helped her. She posted about it. Over 550,000 people liked it. So the trick isn't being funny. It isn't going above and beyond for people who are still customers. And it isn't even about big, expensive gestures. The last company proves that. Let's look at one more example, Costco. Costco has sold the same hot dog and soda for $1.50 since 1985. For years, the math worked out, but then inflation caught up, of course, and they started losing money on it. A few years back, CEO Craig Jelinek actually tried to raise the price. He went to the co-founder Jim Senegal and said, "Jim, we can't keep selling this for $1.50. We're losing our shirts." Jim said, "If you raise the effing hot dog, I will kill you. Figure it out." So he figured it out. They stopped buying hot dogs from their supplier and built their own factory just outside of Los Angeles just to keep making them. Then they built a second factory near Chicago. They built factories just to keep that hot dog at $1.50. They sell around 200 million of them a year, and they still barely break even on every single one, on purpose. No painting, no 10-hour phone call, just the cheapest thing in the building. Same move as the other 3. So, what do all 4 of these companies have in common? It's not the money. Every business has a moment it phones in. The shipping email that nobody reads, the sorry we're out of your size, the cancellation. There's nothing to gain in those moments, so most companies just do the bare minimum. These 4 companies, they do the opposite. They pour everything into the moment everyone else ignores. For Costco, it costs millions. For Derek, costs 20 minutes and a good sense of humor. The money was just never the point. Caring at the exact moment no one expects you to, that's the move. And it buys the one thing that every company wants, loyalty. 9 out of 10 Costco members renew every year. 3 out of 4 Zappos orders come from somebody who already bought from them. That's what you get for finding the little moments that other companies ignore and carrying a little bit extra. So find the one moment your business phones in and put something into it. It works best when you're small already, because no one expects it from you. If a company's ever earned your loyalty this way, tell me who in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. This is Nick from Up First, and I'll see you in the next video.